Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So this is my 1 month baby update. She is a month old today exactly, and you can probably hear her. She's really noisy. She goes everywhere with me at the moment. Yeah. Basically, I'm going to talk about what it's like having 4 children, 2 under 2, the children at home while I've got the baby, breastfeeding, and what our days and nights are like. Hello baby girl. Hello baby girl. Hello baby girl. Hi darling. You're so pretty. Yeah. So literally she's just smiled for the first time having you. Like proper smile for the first time. Now, if you watched my pregnancy updates, then you'll know I didn't know whether to breastfeed or bottle feed. And I chose to breastfeed her. So we have been breastfeeding for obviously a month now. And at first I didn't think I was going to go that long, but it's actually going really well. So it definitely is really hard. And I would say if you're thinking of breastfeeding, it takes a lot of your time, and it's quite a big commitment. So I breastfed my second for a 1.5 years, and then I bottle fed completely my third. My first I did a bit of a mix for 4 weeks. At first it was really hard. She was just attached to me constantly, and I think because my milk hadn't come through, she was sucking so hard to get something out, and not a lot was coming out. My nipples were bleeding and they would scab over, and it was just a constant cycle. I definitely would recommend the La Noche, I think it is, nipple cream. I use that with my other sons too, and it's amazing. It really helps. Definitely better than any cheaper brand. When my milk came in, which was day 3, so I had her on the Thursday and my milk came in on the Saturday, and when that came in they healed quite quickly afterwards. Apparently if you put breast milk on, which did work for me, I just got told this, then it heals them. So I put breast milk, like squirted it on them, and it healed them a lot quicker, and the cream. And she had a gunky eye, and I put some milk in that, and that heals it like within hours. So I think I found breastfeeding easier because my husband's now gone self-employed, so he's at home more than he was before, so he's been around more to deal with the boys. I've literally just been on the sofa feeding her. It's just more, he's doing a bit more work recently, so it's made it a little bit harder. But I would say I started tracking her on an app which is called Huckleberry. I hadn't heard of it before, but somebody recommended it, and I've been tracking. I've only been doing it for 2 days now. Her every time she sleeps and feeds, and which side she feeds on as well, so it helps you to remember that. And she's been feeding every hour. It's not every hour dead on, it's an average. So sometimes she'll go 2 hours, she'll sleep for 2 hours, but then she might feed a couple of times. So it's averaged out that she's feeding every hour. So it's very demanding, but it definitely is worth it. When I see her and I see that she's grown, and I see that her legs are getting chunky, and I think like I did all that myself. So it does make you so proud of yourself, and it is only you that can do it. So in the night when you see your husband sleeping, there's nothing you can do. You have to go up and feed the baby. So at night time, she was feeding. She had some nights where she would just stay up crying the whole time. Like that would last from about 9 till 12. And then she would sleep every hour. But the past few days, which I don't like saying in front of her because we feel like every time we say she's sleeping well, she doesn't that night. The past 2 to 3 days, she has been sleeping every 2.5 to 3 hours, which has been amazing for me. She's definitely starting to get to know day and night. What we've always done with our babies is made sure that in the evening everything's quiet with the lights off as much as possible. Obviously she's downstairs with us, so we watch TV, so that's on in the background. But in the day we let it be really noisy so she can distinguish day and night, which definitely works. So every few hours I'm hoping that she keeps that up. And also, I know some people don't like it, but she was sleeping in my bed before because I would feed her and she would fall asleep and I'd fall asleep, which I know is really dangerous. So that has stopped. My second son did that and he still comes in our bed now, but I have now been putting her back after every feed, and she's been staying asleep in her next to me crib, which has been amazing. It's been really nice, but I miss her. I haven't found having 4 children hard. What I found hard is having a 1-year-old and a newborn, because my gap between my children has always been 3 years or just over 3 years. So I found it really difficult to have a baby with a baby. Quite difficult because you got 2 in nappies, they can't do anything for themselves. When I've had 3-year-olds, they can do a bit themselves, they can go and get themselves a snack, they can play, but a 1-year-old, they can't do very much, and you have to do everything for them. If their nappy needs changing, like a 3-year-old can go to the toilet, but if his nappy needs changing and she's asleep on me, then I'm going to have to wake her up to go and change his nappy. So things like that are quite difficult. One thing I haven't had to do yet is the school run. So they've been off school since just before Christmas. I think it was the 22nd or 23rd. So the boys have been off school for almost 2 months. I thought it was going to be harder because I thought I could do the school run, come back and relax with the baby. But they've been at home every day. So it's been easier in the way that I don't have to be out of the house by 8 every day. I think that would have been quite hard with the babies, but that should start up again soon. But what's good is I've sort of got her through the hardest weeks, so she should be more in a routine. She's not feeding constantly. She's feeding like every hour, hour and a half, depending on if she's napping or not. So I can do the journey and come back without her needing to be fed if I feed her just before I leave. So that will definitely make it easier. So I think we are getting more into a bit of a routine. She's definitely getting better at night time. Days, she's giving me a little bit more time. I think that's pretty much everything. I don't think there's much else to talk about. If you have any questions though, please leave them in the comments and I'll answer them for you. Any questions at all about having young children or the amount of children or routines or anything, then please ask me and I'm happy to talk to you. She's just going to sleep now. I bought these, which are like clear discs. I just need to take the film off. I'm going to do like 1 month and then I don't know which shape I'm going to use yet, but I'm going to do 1 month, 2 months, because we've got a machine where I can cut the letter in. So I'm going to do her little milestone discs. I don't know how long I'll do them for because I didn't actually do them with the boys. Well, I started to and I never finished it with any of them, not even my first. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it interesting and hopefully I'll see you on my next video.